You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys, like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in. Appreciate everybody that's going to join the stream. And let's get right into this video, man. The coaches come out and drop the bombshell on everybody. And these are people that are actually there in the mix. Now, the coach is black, and I guess some people are not going to want to accept what the coach says, even though he's black and he's down there in the situation. And here's the thing, everybody else, we're spectators. We're trying to figure out, saying certain things, but I think it's just wrong to put out lies and speculatory shit about this situation without no type of evidence or details whatsoever. I think it's totally wrong. I think it's wrong. I think it's counterproductive. I think it hurts people in a way to where people can really get hurt off this situation. You know what I mean? If you're putting out fake information and you're not putting out information that's real, it could destroy people. Real talk, man. Now, Nolan is not alive, and, a lot of people are angry about that, and rightfully so. I believe that the parents did right by going to get Ben Crump to do an independent investigation. But here's the thing. You have to let them do the investigation. I think that so many people are trying to put out lies, misconceptions, and their own opinions as factual information that is absolutely disgusting on the internet. Like, it's gotten way too far. I think that YouTube needs to go ahead and control this type of stuff to where you just can't come on and put out lies in situations like this, because real life people are affected. Now, the football coach came on and he did an interview with TMZ. And in this interview with TMZ, I want to say this, like, the parents, they're getting a lot of hate from stone cold haters. You understand what I'm saying? Jealousy. The mother has a lot of, washed up old head chicks that are hating on her, and they're trying to, it's funny how she's half black, half Filipino, but they're trying to say, oh, she's Filipino. Bro, do you know what a full Filipino person looks like? So I just leave it at that. But they're trying to just, cut out her blackness and say, oh, she's Filipino. Not saying she's half black and half Filipino, which she is. The mother is half black, half Filipino. All right? Think about what I'm saying to you guys. But they're only saying, hey, man, she's Filipino. It's just all this stuff, all this weirdo activity. They're out here saying that, oh, the father's not really the father. He's not the biological father. What the hell is wrong with people in this world we live in, man? It's something really, I'm telling y'all this, man. We live in the sick times, bro. It is an absolute disgrace that this stuff is going on. But Carmelo, I mean, it's not Carmelo. I'm thinking about Carmelo too, you know what I'm saying? But Nolan Wells, his football coach is black. And so his football coach is directly intertwined in this situation. He's one of the ones that went out with the father, if y'all remember. And immediately after the situation happened, the football coach, he said some things that I think is very important. Let's get into what he said, because according to TMZ, he said there was no racial tensions at the school and that everyone liked Nolan. Now, I will say this, that's his perspective. And I respect his perspective, because everybody's going to have their own perspective of how they see things down there in Mississippi. Because the coach might have only been with them a certain amount of time, so he might have only seen certain things. You never know, right? But for anybody to disparage his story from what he saw, this is what he's saying he saw. We don't know this man from a can of paint, right? But we do know that he's speaking out, and he's speaking up something a lot of these people have cowered and don't want to do. And I salute him for that, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that the very truth comes out. I hope that if it's a racial thing, I hope they nail their asses to the wall. I hope if it's not a racial thing, I hope they get it right. And I hope all these people that have tried to make it that, right, without having all the evidence, because even Ben Crump and them haven't made it that. The only thing they said is, hey, look, dog, we want that same type of investigation that would happen if it was 3 black boys and a white boy came up unalive. We want that same investigation. And you can't, in my opinion, you cannot blame him for wanting that investigation. You cannot blame Ben Crump for wanting to get to the truth of that investigation, nor the family. I'm seeing people demonize Ben Crump And Al Sharpton talking about, oh, they race hustling. This, that. How are they doing this? They're out here pointing out obvious factors. When you come out and the wording that they put out automatically, man, you automatically feel like, just from how it was reported that the police department came out and shunned away, basically swept that under the rug, that it needed to be investigated further. That's fair. That's on the table. But before we actually find out the details, I think it's not right to sit out here and point fingers at people. You don't even know these people. It ain't right. Straight up, bro. It ain't right, man. And I'm telling y'all something. These people doing all this stuff. One day something real bad is going to happen because of what they doing. And then they're not going to be able to get around it and take it back. And they're going to be held responsible. Watch what I tell you from what they're saying and causing these type of situations. So it says Nolan Wells High School football coach Tracy Lampley is breaking his silence on the death investigation, and he doubts race was involved. Tracy joined us on TMZ Live Tuesday, and we asked him if there was racial tensions at their Mississippi high school. Now it goes on, you guys. Says Nolan coach says there was not the vibe he gets, telling us the students grew up together and played together. What's more, Coach Tracy says that Nolan got along with everyone, remembering him for his big smile and big personality. He says people gravitated towards Nolan. He said, as you know, it says Nolan went missing on Horn Island, Mississippi, following a 4th of July boat trip when he was found unalive 2 days later, sparking an investigation. Right? It says Ben Crump is representing Nolan's family, and he questions how authorities are handling the situation, telling us last week that Nolan's body will undergo an independent autopsy in Washington, D.C. Meanwhile, Nolan's parents claim investigators are keeping them in the dark. Right? So this is the facts that are out, not anything else. Nobody else has the truth about what happened. Nobody. People are just saying shit, bro, and causing all kind of extra problems by not allowing an investigation to go through. I'm all for, hey, man, whatever happens, whatever the results come from what Ben Crump and them people say, because Ben Crump and them have stepped up multiple times in situations and got good results and good answers. So do we definitely want the truth to come out? You damn right. Am I going to sit out here and use a 18-year-old who lost his life to get clicks, views, push a line, and enrage people who don't have no common sense to think for themselves and say, hold on, man, let's wait to see what Ben Crump and them team find. Because we don't know none of us were out there that day. Right? It's funny to me. Like I said before, bro. But why wasn't there all this energy from these same people when that brother got shot at the basketball court? That 16-year-old in New York about a month and a half ago. And that's on videotape. You don't see this type of stuff. Like I said before, man, these people are disgusting, man. A lot of these people are disgusting. I'm really learning that about our social media, man. It's a disgraceful place, bro. Right? Because our young brothers and sisters are dying every single day, and they only care about certain situations. Meaning they only care when they think it's race involved, that's when they come in. That's why people call you race hustler. And I seen, like I said, the lady sitting up there hating on sisters, hating on the mama. They only want to talk about the mama Filipino. So they don't want to say the mama's half black, half Filipino. They just want to say, oh, she Filipino. What's wrong with you people? The woman is half black, half Filipino. Y'all don't want to say that, though. The daddy's black. Then I'm seeing people saying, oh, well, the daddy, he ain't FBA. They say, what the hell is wrong with people, bro? People are insane. Bro, we live in a very, very, very dirty world. I'm telling y'all this, bro. I'm convinced. I'm thoroughly convinced. Thoroughly convinced that we live in a dirty world. That the hate has been so real against this man's mama for how her tendencies in the aftermath. You know she's probably going through a roller coaster ride of emotions, but people don't want to respect. They want you to be a certain way, how they think you should be. And if you're not that, man, these people will cast an aspersion on you like no other. And remember, they've only been in the media spotlight for 10 days. This is insane. 10 days. And you got people online acting like they've known this man for 30 years. Come on, man. The hate is super real. Super real, y'all. Super real, man. You know, RIP to the young fella, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very sad, the entire situation. And I do think it's mysterious. And I do think that Ben Crump did the right thing to get his own, and the family to get their own investigators on this case. To figure out what happened. What's the timeline of events? How did this go down? To make sure that it wasn't one of them situations we saw in 2022 with the boy Rasheem Carter. Right? So y'all definitely let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, yeah, man. And this video is talking about people lying, talking about, oh, yeah, man, I heard that they tried to burn the bot. Man, man, these people are sick. Sickening, bro. I literally seen a chick with no scalp come on YouTube with a bathrobe on talking about that. Like, make it make sense. Disgusting work. People need to have some type of honor, dignity, and respect for the family in a time of grieving, man. And people doing this type of stuff. Like I said before, this is what goes on. It's very sickening and very saddening. I'm gone, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.